On this note, I want to introduce to us the consultants to COL, Commonwealth of Learning. We have in our midst Professor Godwin Harper. You're welcome, sir. We also have in our midst another erudite scholar who is also a consultant to COL, Commonwealth of Learning, in person of Professor Mrs. Charity Okonkwo. Thank you. We wish you happy talk. And the one that after the end of it all, we will all be happy that we attend the workshop. Thank you. I don't know whether my director also knows.
Yeah, also especially consultant came around to us also we've been talking for the past 2 weeks, and they are here to tell us about authentic assessment. And for me, authentic assessment is more of how do you apply, how do you ensure that students apply the knowledge they've gained and apply to a new situation. Maybe a little bit difficult. What I mean is that you need to put in a lot of innovation and take more time, but it's the best because that's the way everywhere everybody is going to in terms of assessment. So that's why I want to implore us to pay attention and let us be free, open to ask questions. And who knows, we can also become expert, like we became ODL expert. We can also become authentic assessment expert. So I don't know the direction our consultant will take us through, but I believe they are expert there and they will give us the best. So they are all welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my dear colleague, and also fellow colleagues who are today participants. We thank you very much for your warm reception and your hospitality. You are all very brilliant personalities, I can see from your faces. Your university is so well ranked in Nigeria, so I think that you are meeting the program. I'm director of academic planning of my university, so I know wherever university stands in the Nigerian university system. You are doing very, very well, and we can only pray that God will continue to bless you to reach the greater heights and for you to make the best thing in the near future. Thank you very much. I'm not here to talk about Commonwealth of Learning. That is not our assignment. So we waste our time talking about Commonwealth of Learning. But at least we know Commonwealth, right? Former British colonies also. It's not a very good name because it has an attachment to colonialism, and those who are post-colonial theories, you might not like the word colonialism. I don't either. Nobody does. But, that's the fact that we have to live with the rest of life. As Nigeria, we are part of the Commonwealth community, and we also contribute to it. So we're just benefiting from what we have been contributing to over these years. So it's actually your money that you're enjoying. So if you look at it that way, you will pay more attention to it because it's what your taxes are going into. Because Nigeria contributes to it. And basically, it's for this project is simply to sensitize you to further appreciate the fact that this is what you have been doing in a very mild, soft way. But now, opportunity has come for us to intensify our effort towards this area and make sure that improve our assessment processes. Let me share with you the experience I had during COVID-19 pandemic. It's not completely over, but at least from academic sectors, we're talking about post-COVID-19 pandemic. It hasn't gone yet, but at least we feel we can move on. Last year, I had the privilege of having two graduates from two different universities. One was a first-class graduate of computer science from a second-generation university. The first generation are four, right? About 1948, Madubelo University, University of Nigeria, and Nsukka, and the University of Lagos. We all expect that if you are from the first generation university, you should be good. It doesn't always go away. Because I have got to interview people from all universities. And by the way, I interviewed one of your graduates, and he performed better than the one from UI. I'm not saying UI is good and this is bad, or this is good and UI is bad, but I'm saying it doesn't always follow. It all depends on the effort a particular student is able to make. Some pay attention, some do. So it depends on who you meet at what particular time. That graduate was not able to even a computer. First class, not even able to build a computer at all. Now, second class, from a third generation university, before it was a third class, I was able to give me a program that I was used to conduct virtual exams without any age. So now, I was asking, what is the problem? Where does the problem lie? Let me ask you, what do you think was the problem? We don't just give first class, just as we don't just make professors. We don't just give first class. So now a first class is not able to deliver a third class is able to not just deliver, but deliver excellently well. So now third class and why class? Just think about it and then let's see. Uh, some of this postmodern, they want to see this way. We are trying to solve the 21st century university problem. Contemporary universities that provide learning in the 21st century, given 21st century situation. Now, where do you think we can best address some of the challenges that we're having? Is it through traditional system that we are all used to? Is it through single mode? In Nigeria, we have only one single mode, that's the National Open University of Nigeria. Or the dual mode, as Lodlc is. Which university system, which delivery mode do you think can best address some of the challenges we're having? Like the one I painted in the two scenarios. Oh, it's the dual mode. Okay. Majority say the dual mode. Who has a different opinion? No? Okay, they say it's a dual mode because it provides blended learning. So you don't lose anything. You can gain from the other side and the other side and flip the board. Very good. Okay, let me ask a second question. In training learners to meet employers' need, by the way, that is what authentic assessment is trying to do, as my colleague introduced the program to you by saying we're trying to help students to apply their knowledge to a real work situation. In meeting employers' need, should learning delivery be teacher-centric or learner-centric? What would be the answer? So we're getting somewhere. Now, the third and last question. National policy on education, whether the 204 or the 2014, the one that was done in 2013 and became operational in 2014, those of you who are in Faculty of Education, you may know about this more than some of us. It talks about affordability, access, equal opportunity, flexibility in learning delivery. World universities, World said World University is the best. And I agree with you. Have they actually been able to address all of this? Okay, good. Can somebody speak out and justify that? Are you all facilitators or is a mix of facilitators and students? Do you facilitate Lodlc? So you are like us because I'm a facilitator here. I'm not a teacher. I'm only facilitating. So there's a difference between teaching, lecturing, and facilitating. In facilitating, you help the learner to learn, right? So that is what we are supposed to do. Oh, what happened? Bro, you created problem for us. What are you trying? Yeah, there was a solution. Okay, thank you. So let's. No, we've done with the material. We've done with the introduction. I want to move into the next slide. The objective. Objective one. Why are we doing this? We are only hoping that at the end of the workshop, you will appreciate the authentic assessment as being complementary or a veritable alternative to the traditional way of assessment. You know the traditional system, face-to-face, have students in one hall, you give them question papers, you stand there and you look. Don't cheat. Stop giraffing. Stop talking. What are you looking at? So the 21st century university is supposed to that. The thinking we need to move on. There are better ways of going about that. It will save time, save energy, save resources, provide more efficiency, and all of that. Now we're hoping that this big word by using authentic assessment is something we'll get there very soon. Secondly, we're hoping that you will be able to identify and use a form or a model of authentic assessment that is best relevant and feasible to Lodlc. There are a series of forms of authentic assessment which you have been practicing in one way or another. The purpose of the workshop is to say that, oh, look, you have this resource at your disposal. Why don't you make use of it in a better way that at least it will enhance the learning experience of your learners? Maybe you'll be able to also design and validate any of the assessment form you have chosen so that your learners can best have access to it, use, engage in it, and then produce better results at the end. Now, what else are you expecting? Because in the technical assessment, the learners must have an input. So you as participant, give us what are you expecting that is not? You will talk. Should my order already tell you that you have to talk, you have to participate. So feel free. Nobody here is a super expert. We are all learning from each other. So don't think that there are some people here who came out of the moon. We are all like you. So I will work within the Nigerian university system. The next co-consultant will be over here. So he will submit his report. We will also submit our own report and then choose it again to go somewhere else. That's how it goes. So it's not as if we will remain the only consultant. No. And we also don't want to do that. We also want some of our colleagues to facilitate and we participate and learn from them as well. Okay, let's move on and see pictures of dual mode institutions, especially universities in Nigeria. The first one, but commonest among the common pictures, is that they combine face-to-face with e-learning mode from learning journey. There's blended learning. That's why it's dual mode. There is face-to-face also. There is the open and distance learning aspect of it. I don't know whether you are open, but I know that you are distance learning. So I don't know whether you are open. By the way, what does the O mean in the ODA? Open. How open is the openness? How? Even the National Open University that is single work is not completely open. Do you know why? The reason is this. There are deliberations probably offering of degree programs in Nigerian university system are the same across board. Whether you are open distance or you are distance e-learning or whatever. The admission criteria, are they not the same? The openness there says there should be no admission requirements. That you give an aptitude test to the candidate. Or more like placement tests, like what American universities do. They have general admission requirements, but because okay, fine, no problem, no problem. They give you a test, and the placement test will know where to place you. And if you need to take other courses, they will give you some courses. You will take the courses. When you pass very well, then you can now enter the next program. But Americans don't send people away that they don't know anything. Wherever you are, somewhere you will know where to start. And then they have what is called self-actualization, which is the process of you becoming whatever you want to be and you can be, which we lack. Because we just, no, wait, go. So that's okay. So in the ODA, the ODA is supposed to take care of that. It's supposed to do exactly that. That the learner should be able to become what he or she is determined to become, provided they are hard working. But it shouldn't be limited by anything. So the openness there in Nigerian concept is not yet that open. And ABC also acknowledges that. They said, oh, you should be open, but the same people will tell you that, oh, there are regulations that you cannot wish away. Now, distance learning in many world universities simply just replaces the sandwich program we used to know about. So you have these facilities. Go somewhere else, you won't see anything. The students come during the long vacation and go away and let us sit. And that statement is coming from them, it's not coming from me. They are even the ones that are saying so. And that is why they are hard on many distance learning centers. Now, based on the guidelines from AEC for distance, open and distance learning, not all disciplines as yet offer degree programs through the open and distance learning board. For instance, we have not started medicine yet. Do we? We have nursing side, but not medicine. You can't become a medical doctor. MBBS, you can't get through this. And well, I'm not too sure you can also study pharmacy through this. We also don't have engineering. We don't have engineering. And that is even where it's very, very easy to run through ODA. But the engineers will not agree because they don't know. But if you use authentic assessment, today you will also discover that it's even more applicable to engineering technology than any other one. But there are the same people who don't know that this is the resource they have at their disposal. AEC is saying the same thing, but then there is this problem, bullet number 4, the issue of culture. So, because the culture of the university affects its many processes. So, if you have a particular negative type of culture that you don't want to go away from, this is UI, this is a very this is IFE, this is or whatever. And then you ask them, but what is so special about this? You can't get it. But there is something in the name, there is something in the culture. Now, we borrow from this. Those of you who are psychologists, you know that Goriabek is from Californian School of Psychology. It's very popular. Now, they said, well, universities typically will have just about four cultures. One is the collegial one, another one is the managerial one, the developmental one, and then the negotiating culture. So we'll run through these cultures quite very fast. Now, a collegial university will normally have what? Faculties, colleges, schools, departments, and units. So let's stick to this. The lecturer is the autonomous researcher, teacher, the one that providing assessment, provided the general principles, guidelines are adhered to. The teacher determines the form of formative, that is the continuous assessment, and the summative at the end of semester assessment to the learner. You set your questions, you give to the HOD. Some you don't really need to submit to the HOD, you submit directly. You go and stand there, you give the right, you collect, you go away, you grade as you want, you submit only the scores to the HOD until the learner complains. Nobody else cares to look at how you graded or so. For the distance learning centers, there are some checks and balances. The Sometimes more than one facilitator will set questions for a particular course. Because we go by modular system, so one module will be taken by a different person, another will be taken by a different person. And also, the person who will write the learning material or who will produce the video will not necessarily be the same person who will set the question. So there are more checks and balances in the ODM, in the distance learning centers. But in a collegial, normal collegial system, the lecturer determines what to do, what will commit questions to set the results, depending on the weighting of a particular course. Now, let's go to the managerial. Okay. It emphasizes the economy of scale. Many students, each paying low school fees. I asked about Berlin University Distance Learning Center director, how much do you charge per session? He said 22,000. Highest is 32,000, but we charge 32,000 in the whole year. You hear about it? Okay, good. So now, how do you now provide the facilities? How do you now pay the facilitators and every other thing, the support staff, the technical staff? But when you go on here, it's not just the academic staff that matter. The admin staff, the IT staff, personnel, the other support staff, whatever, the counselors and all of that, everything comes in. Then you now need these hardware. They are not cheap. They are not cheap at all. We've been in this for 20 years, and I'm telling you, they are not cheap. They have never been cheap. And then he gets every 3 months we create a new virus, and then start bringing antivirus until Africa came, and then they started fighting over and on. So, but whichever way they are not, then the software is good. They are not cheap. If you want to produce videos, it's also not cheap. Put a lot of strength on the facilitator as well as every other person. Yes, and then you need to get the technical people who are good in robotics and graphics and all of that to make it look like a 21st century learning resources. It's not easy, it's not cheap. So now the student pay 22,000. That's it. So what do? You now need to take more students to be paying 22,000 times 1 million for you to get a reasonable amount. That's the beauty of the managerial culture. That's the beauty of it. With more students paying very few, then you use technology to bridge the gap and all of it. So then he emphasizes lifelong learning. Um, you can simply, at whatever age, go and just register for one course of your interest. Then learn from it and drop it and walk away. You mustn't get a degree or it or whatever, but at least you will continue to learn as you proceed. Then the issue of interdisciplinarity is crucial. No super discipline. You can cross carpet. Now, that is why we also have another problem where the openness is not that open. Uh, I was on an interview panel. This young man came, very brilliant, very brilliant. They say he has disjointed degrees, and I was able to cross. So I asked, is it that he has degree in many fields that is the problem, or he lacks the capacity to deliver if employed? He said that's not the issue. I said, are you employing people to deliver, or you want to know about their background? Especially the background have no care on their ability to deliver. Say, hey, that's why they didn't want me on the panel. I said, oh, so you didn't want me? Then they go, oh, no, background. So, in any case, actually, the guy was employed at the end of it all. But the still making noise that he came from. I would think that now that we are here in this home, we are all from different backgrounds, disciplines. And that is the richness and beauty of this meeting now. If all of us were from one discipline, we'll be arguing among ourselves for irrelevant matters. Who is the lawyer here? I'm not one. My senior brother is. So I needed to meet him to discuss something, and he was in an MBA conference. Oh, for 2 good hours that I was waiting for him to come out during break time. These people argued and they never reached any consensus on anything. So I now said, okay, so what I thought you were here to resolve some matter. I said,